Former South Carolina governor and executive director of the World Food Program is back in South Carolina tonight.
David Beasley was in Afghanistan during the U.S. military's withdrawal last week. And News 13's Julie Calhoun spoke with him about the Taliban's takeover and the organization's efforts to now help those in the region. Good evening, Julie.
Good evening, Megan and Annette. Executive Director Beasley says right now the World Food Program is making sure innocent Afghans don't suffer and is meeting with Taliban leaders. He says timing is critical and extremist groups are now a concern.
During the recent height of conflict in Afghanistan, World Food Program Executive Director David Beasley was making sure supplies made it to Kabul.
Be able to do what we need to do inside Afghanistan.
This video outside of Kabul shows the desperation for food. 14 million people in Afghanistan are heading towards starvation. The World Food Program is used to operating in war zones and areas of conflict. As the Taliban took over and during the U.S. military withdrawal, the WFP was on the ground with truckloads moving food and supplies.
And that's the last thing we need to do is turn our back on the people, because they saw that the president fled the country. They see their own leadership turning their back on the people, and we don't want to do that.
To keep Afghan people from dying, Beasley is now relying on the Taliban.
We have to negotiate, work with whoever controls an area. That's why we're in war zones. We work with both sides. We have no choice because we're trying to reach the innocent victims of a conflict.
The Taliban now controls 95% of Afghanistan. Beasley is working on how to maintain operations.
We've had a very frank conversation, and so far, quite shockingly, the Taliban has said to us, we want you to do what you do. We don't want to interfere. They've actually provided protection at warehouses and some of our supply chain and our routes.
WFP needs an additional $200 million in the next 45 days to position food in difficult areas to reach in Afghanistan ahead of winter.
That's 4 million people that will be at risk of dying.
Food prices are skyrocketing in the region, and Beasley says Afghan people could become vulnerable to extremist groups as a way of recruiting during difficult times. Beasley says if it's not addressed, it could cost us here in the U.S.
It'll cost you 100-fold more to neglect it when you have broken down systems, recruitment by ISIS and Al-Qaeda, starvation, destabilization, and mass migration.
And it's not just Afghanistan. The number of people nearing starvation has doubled globally since the start of the pandemic. Beasley is also pushing to get WFP workers on the front lines of third world countries the COVID vaccine. And if you'd like to help, you can donate at worldfoodprogram.org. Back to you.